Welcome to episode 5 of the Fourth and Wrong podcast. I am Colin, joined here by Dallas, Donnie, and Marshall. Let's just get right into it. NFL Week 3 wrapped up.
Hold on. How many times per episode? How many episodes? We need to go back and look. Is that what Colin says every single time he introduces us? Let's just get right into it. I think that's Colin's thing now.
I think so.
The go-to
Probably.
Right
it's my catchphrase, you know?
Let's get right into the video.
I mean, what else am I gonna fucking say?
That's true. Hey guys.
Fair enough.
No, it's just D today.
Yeah,
there we go.
But anyway, week 3. Anything anybody wants to share? Takeaways from week 3, hot takes after week 3.
Well,
the Broncos got fucking
have not mentioned Taylor Swift.
Shut up. Okay, all right. Let's talk about the real NFL.
We'll get to Taylor Swift in a minute.
The entire state of Colorado got disrespected this weekend.
Oh, literally.
That's basically what happened. Jersey is actually in memoriam. Is what
Colorado is in shambles after Saturday's travesty that Colorado did not. I mean, what did people expect though? Oregon stomped Colorado, and then just to move over into Sunday, Colorado's like, you know what? We've got the Broncos. And then all of a sudden, the Dolphins dropped 70 points, which they easily could have broke the record and dropped 73. But Mike McDaniel is just that guy. And he's like, I'm good on that, little bro. And he did not break the record. But they still got 70 points dropped down. And most of it was by a backup third string running back. So, yeah, the state of Colorado is in shambles.
Yeah, they're down bad right now.
They are.
You know who's not down bad right now? Travis Kelce.
Oh,
that was a 10 out of 10 segue, by the way. I just want to say that.
Was it 10 out of 10? I don't know. I don't know if it was 10 out of 10.
It was like a 6 out of 10, but I'm going to say it was a 10 out of 10.
It was at least.
And while we're on the segment, I'm
putting
like 2 weeks into this podcast.
2 weeks notice.
No, we don't actually. So much is being said about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. We do not have to talk about it, but I wanted to at least mention it.
Should be about it.
Oh, God,
they're not even good together, bro. Like,
I think it's hilarious that all of the Swifties were trying to explain football to each other on Twitter the other day, and like one of them was explaining like the very basic rules of football. They were like, you have 4 tries to gain 10 yards. That's what the yellow line is for. If you don't, the other team gets the ball. Congratulations. Now you know football.
See, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me because it's like whatever if you don't watch football. The one that bothered me is Jack Mack. I don't know if you guys know him. I believe he works for Barstool and he'll post videos. A girl tweeted out the video of Travis Kelce from this past July in training camp when he got in a fight with his teammate. Remember, he catches a touchdown. The dude comes over and like punches the ball late.
Talk about some bad blood between the teammates here.
All right.
Listen, bro, he hits the guy, and I'm just gonna verbatim read this. This video from July of Travis Kelce aggressively punching his own teammate during practice. This guy clearly likes to use his fist when he gets angry or agitated. And fuck you if you think I don't have the right to be concerned about Taylor being with him.
Throw her in the dungeon.
What the fuck?
Throw her in the dungeon.
Yeah,
it's
I am
crazy.
shocked that the 6'7" fucking tight end, NFL tight end, football player in general, is a violent person. Like,
wait till they see him throw a fucking block in the run game. They are gonna lose their. How dare he use his size to play a sport based on size and leverage?
I am willing to bet that Travis Kelce.
I am just staring at this man Marshall right now, dog. This man Marshall's face right now.
I wish he had kept it together just now because I was like, it would be fucking hilarious if he was just stone cold the whole segment.
Oh, I was trying not to laugh.
But anyway,
Marshall, I think at least he's not dating Selena Gomez. Then you would have real beef. You would be.
Travis Kelce would be my least favorite player in the NFL.
All right. Well, I mean, we don't have to stay on Taylor Swift.
Moving on.
Yeah.
The Cowboys. Oh my God. What happened to the Cowboys, dog?
Hey, Colin, remember last week when we got to our picks and I'm like, and Colin's like, you picked the Cowboys, moving on. I'm like, wait. And you're like, are you not going to pick the Cowboys? You know, maybe I should have thought about that.
Yeah.
So this week, Colin, we're going very slow, and you are going to miss everybody's picks.
You can't shit on him when you did that with like 2 or 3 teams.
Yeah, you did that twice last week. Where
you also
switched
switched twice. You switched twice.
Exactly. I wrote a go back and actually we're not allowed to switch. That's in the
I need to go. Okay, first off, who made you damn charged to make this rule book? This man just
we all agreed to it when you weren't here. So
this man just said I was literally the second person in here. I was literally
you were the first out of the 3 of you.
Yeah. Like Colin was in here and then it was me. Like, okay, yeah, you agreed upon it, but no, that is not a part. You know what? Let's set it in stone now. All in favor of not switching. There's 4 of us, so the tiebreaker is Brendan. All in favor of not switching once you've made your pick.
Aye.
Okay.
Unanimous.
Then guess what? I will be taking my sweet time to make my pick. That way I make sure that I don't switch.
Well, through the magic of editing, it will not take very long.
Well, that's fine. You guys have to sit through
it. Does anybody else have anything they want to share about week 3? I almost said week 2.
I know Dallas talked to me about it. Did you get that man Josh Dobbs? The Cardinals did not have his fucking jersey in stock at the shop. Or they didn't even have it available. Like, you couldn't make a Josh Dobbs jersey. Like, they had a thing where you could pick every player on the roster. Josh Dobbs was not one of them. It's like, well, that's disrespectful. After what he just did to the Cowboys, like, how can you not have that man's jersey?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
On that same note, this man Josh Dobbs is really living the high life with him starting, because I saw him make a TikTok of a cut up of Micah Parsons on his podcast saying, I got new praying as Josh Dobbs. I'm gonna be throwing darts at that man. This man Josh Dobbs was like dodging him. He's like,
I saw that TikTok.
Yeah, I love Josh Dobbs for that. He knows he's not gonna start for long, but I love that he's just enjoying it.
Oh
yeah. Live it up while you can.
Yeah, honestly, I'd say the only other thing about week 3 that was of notice was the Packers coming back from 17-0.
Like, yes, and like that's kind of impressive, but you also have to consider Derek Carr got hurt.
Yes.
Now, granted, Jameis
Winston is
like, he's won some games. He used to be a starter, but like
he was okay for like 10 minutes under Sean Payton. Dennis Allen is not that good of a coach, so like as long as Carr is out.
It's just the fact that, of course, the Lions get a win, the Packers win. Like, we can't. Well, why can't everybody else
this week?
Something's got to give.
I'm just saying, no.
Watch them fucking tie. Wouldn't that be fucking wild?
Oh my god!
Why would you put that on us? I would.
If I have to go to Green Bay, Colin, if we tie and I have to go to Green Bay and I have to listen to Donnie bitch 45 minutes back to the fucking hotel, I personally am going to send a fucking nuke to your house. Because, oh my gosh, I can't stand that. I would not be able to stand that car ride.
Please make sure you record at least part of the rant, because we got to put that on social media.
I for both my betting show and just like maybe the podcast, and just I am going to be recording. I don't know if I want to do a vlog yet for my channel, but I am going to be recording. Just I don't know where I'm going to put it. Some of it might go in this podcast, not this one, but some of it might go in the next podcast in my betting show,
the channel.
Or just Jersey HD for anyone wondering.
This man had to get hints on my channel.
But I am going to take some videos like before, after, and during the game. Just like, if anything, like just maybe like some cool stuff that happens, and it might go on the podcast, my betting channel, or just a vlog. So, but yeah, if they tie, it's just going to be a fucking recording. It's just going to be Donnie sitting there, just his head in his hands, and bro is just going to be like in
tears.
I'm literally gonna be trying to sleep in the middle of the night. I'm just gonna hear someone crying. I'm like, bro, it's over. Just get over it.
Yeah.
Why am I the one deemed emotional like that?
You are emotional.
Bro,
you guys would not be pissed over a fucking tie with the Packers.
We could win a game like 55-0, and you could still be fucking salty about some dumb decision Dan made in like the first fucking quarter.
That's
like, that could have gone just a fucking game. What are we doing?
Literally.
To be fair, if you guys want to see the best Madden game of the century, it will be happening this Thursday night on my Twitch. Go follow my Twitter and catch the link, because Donnie is about to catch a smoke from a really good Madden player I know. He was like top 100 one year in Madden. So Donnie talks a lot.
Thursday night?
Yes.
Thursday
You're gonna be
night
in Green Bay.
After
Thursday night at
Oh,
like
I see. I
fucking-
see.
yeah.
I'm fucking dumb. That makes sense.
Colin, actually, we're going to Green Bay and skipping the Packers game just to play this game of Madden. We rented out this whole hotel.
You're gonna
just
play
to
it in the
Madden.
parking lot on some guy's tailgate TV.
Yeah,
Literally,
that-
actually, that's going to happen.
That
Yeah.
is the tailgate.
Okay. Well, I mean, we talked about Thursday night football. I think that can segue us into our picks this week. So obviously,
the only other thing
Lions-
I was gonna say was the Bengals did get a win, but
Yep.
it didn't look clean. I know, Colin, you said you didn't watch it, but it didn't. I mean, okay, Burrow played better, and I think he's trying to work himself back into the offense. A lot of checkdowns, a lot of 10, 15-yard passes. Got
A
250
lot of
yards.
drop balls by the wide receivers.
There
for
was
the
a
Bengals.
lot of drop off. Jamar Chase finally got himself involved. I
He was
think
cooking.
the offense is coming back, but it's still, and it's a lot of it has to do with the momentum. It's just when you go 0-2, it hurts, man. So, but the Bengals look like they could. I don't know who you would already know, but I don't know who they play in the next couple weeks. But hopefully the Bengals might be back. The Bucks finally we were shown their true colors, but obviously
yeah, I was just say Baker Mayfield turned into Baker Mayfield.
that's gonna happen.
Baker's gonna Baker.
Yeah, he already recorded his commercial as well. So, but
Yeah.
obviously against the Eagles, that's gonna happen. So you're not gonna. The Eagles are the Eagles. So they're probably the top 3 best team in football. So
Yeah, you can't shit on Baker too much. It's not like
I'm not shitting on Baker that
started
much.
writing, and then Rashad White had a fumble, and once Rashad White fumbled, that game.
Colin, you at least saw that catch by what's his face, Mike Evans, though, right?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
that was nasty. That was
Yeah, I saw
disgusting.
that
And the
too.
fact it was just a catch, and then that man like stayed on that man's back for like half of literally like almost. I felt like a second or two. It's like dang.
Yeah,
But
that's a early catch of the year nomination right there.
that is probably so far the catch of the year. Yeah.
Okay. Well, moving on to our week 4 picks. Thursday night football, Lions at Packers. Return to Lambeau after knocking them out of the playoffs last year. I think they're going to keep it close. But I think the Lions pull this one away. I think the Packers are just a cut below us. I don't think they're bad, but I just think the Lions are going to be the better team. If David Montgomery is back this week, that would be huge too. I saw that he was participating in practice.
They are there. I just looked it up because me and Austin were talking about it. It looks like they are to bet on David Montgomery playing.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the Lions this week.
Yeah, I'm going Lions. I do feel confident. I think we're just a step better than the Packers, like you said, Colin. And I think it will be close, but I think we might pull a late touchdown to get like a 10-point win, honestly.
Yeah, like I said earlier, me and Donnie will be at the Packers game. So if you're watching on TV and you hear 2 people screaming their head off, it is probably us. This game scares me so much. There's a lot that could go good and a lot could go wrong. But the last time we were in Lambeau, which me and Donnie were both also at that game, so 2 Lambeau games in a row against the Lions, it was electric. And what we did, and Dan said in his post-game interview, he's like, we know we've been there. We know we can play there. So I'm going to go the Lions. I can't bet it. I can't go against the Lions, especially after the Falcons game. It's going to be very close, though, and don't count the Packers out.
Yeah, this game honestly kind of terrifies me because in theory, there's no reason the Lions should lose to the Packers. Like, Aaron's gone, the new regime, there is no reason where it's like, oh, the Packers could still win. All the bad juju of getting just swept by the Packers every year is gone. But Jordan Love seems to maybe possibly be halfway decent. And then I think last year, kicking them out of the playoffs, because the team relatively stayed the same other than Aaron leaving. So I think it's a very big,
Christian Watson will be making his debut, I'm pretty sure, in this game.
It is a very easy game that I could see the Lions dropping. I think it's going to literally be like a 2-point game. I think it's going to be so close. Either way, I think it's a 2-point game. I'll go Lions just because I'm never going to pick the Packers to win a football game. But other than that, I'm very worried.
No, I definitely think it's one that the Lions could definitely drop. That's why I said I think they're going to keep it close. But I think
this game goes
given the success the defense just had, if they can keep that rolling into Green Bay, I think we'll be just fine.
I think this is a very big game in this rivalry going forward. I think if the Lions are going to truly right the ship in leading the division and being the best team in the division for the foreseeable future, it has to start this week. Because if they lose to the Packers, there's no reason the Packers aren't the best team in the division. Like, there just isn't.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Our first international game of the year. We got Falcons and Jags in London at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That fucking blows.
Love to see it.
Give me.
Oh
shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Who will be Andy's MVP? That is my burning question this week.
I don't fucking know. But
the one who doesn't move.
Yeah, that's fucking garbage though. But anyway, I think the Jags take it no problem.
Okay, Andy just left. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm logging.
I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a close game. Those London games, both teams gotta travel. I mean, the Jags play like 3 games a year in London or something like that. Plus, they just had back-to-back losses. They gotta come back from them. This is gonna be the week. I think they're gonna get a dub.
Yeah, it's the Falcons just had a tough loss against the Lions. Jags also just had a tough loss against who'd they play? I'm blanking. Someone tell me who the Jags. The Jags played.
Texans.
So it's tough. I'm gonna go Falcons here. I'm a huge Jags supporter. Like I Calvin Ridley. I'm a huge Calvin Ridley fan, but I don't know. It's just something about that Falcons team. I feel like they're just gonna keep going. I feel like they'll pick up where they left off in week 2.
Rams at Colts. I think Colts take it no question. Rams just got exposed by the fucking Bengals playing an injured Joe Burrow. I think, especially if Anthony Richardson's back this week, I think they take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Colin. If Anthony Richardson is playing, I'm guaranteeing a Colts dub. That's plain and simple.
Yeah, I like the Colts here. Anthony Richardson actually looks like a pretty decent QB. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Colts.
I think you guys are a little bit too one side on the Colts here. Like I think it's gonna be relatively close just because they always play tough at home, but Rams.
Move your head just a little bit to the left.
Yeah, I wonder why you're.
Other way.
I wonder why you're saying this shit.
No, I don't think the Rams are great either, but like I think
their quarterback, bro. It's just he's him.
I think they're.
You can say it.
I don't think they're great, but I think they're much better than the Colts. Like the Colts at home, if it was in LA, this is a Rams 24.
I mean, I agree with you, but I think in that it's on the road. I think
Anthony Richardson's coming back. Anthony
Richardson will be back.
I mean, like I said last week, Anthony Richardson, it doesn't really bother me because Gardner Minshew is really good. So like that quarterback doesn't.
Okay. Hold on.
For a backup.
Yeah, but
for a backup, he's really good.
Yeah, but they've been throwing. They've been throwing the same. But Anthony Richardson is a dual threat. He is a real dual threat.
And Anthony Richardson is going to be better than Gardner Minshew. Pretty sure. But right now, they're relatively the same. Is my point.
Plus, after what the Rams just had, they could not beat the Bengals, who have been in shambles lately. Give me the Colts. It's not.
Yeah, the Rams defense.
Give me Anthony Richardson over fucking Joe Burrow with one
mobility,
fucking leg.
Mobility wise, they're gonna be tough to stop them on the run.
Anthony Richardson, he's gonna make a lot of rookie mistakes. So he's young. He's very
but the Rams defense fucking sucks.
Yeah, but Stafford throws a lot of picks.
Seems like Stafford's made more mistakes this year than Anthony Richardson has, honestly. So I don't know.
I mean, one's only played in like one game.
Okay, well, anyway, we're moving on to Ravens and Browns. I think the Ravens take this one.
I think this is going to be a tough game. I think this might be a good game to watch just because the AFC North always play each other like it's a Super Bowl. And I think it's just going to be just hard hitting, big plays. It's tough to pick a winner. Honestly, Cleveland's kind of rolling, but I got to take Lamar over Deshaun without a question. It's in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's actually.
So
In Cleveland, 2.5 point favorites.
I'm gonna take the Ravens, but I think it might be a 2-3 point game.
I'm gonna take Cleveland after the game that they just had where they destroyed the Titans, and then after the game that the Ravens had where they just got beat by the Colts in OT.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the Brown Stadium to play the Ravens, like Deshaun looked good in his last game. Like I don't see, and when you have to put 2 players on Myles Garrett at all times, following him around the field, I'm gonna take the Browns.
Was wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna take the Browns in this game.
I
think yeah, it's pretty crazy. Literally, he moved from side to side, and these two people
ends.
literally moved with him.
They brought out 2 tight ends into their set, whose sole job was to just double team Myles Garrett, and Myles Garrett knew it, so he kept switching sides of the line pre-snap, and the tight ends just kept following him, and they got a delayed
game. There was a delayed game.
Oh, they did get.
But yeah,
that's what a great OC there in Tennessee. That's
But I think it sucks that the Browns still don't have Nick. They're not going to have Nick Chubb, which I'm glad we all found out that the injury isn't as serious as what everyone thought. It looks like he will be able to play football again. Definitely not for the rest of this year. But I'm going to take the Browns in this one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be relatively close just because AFC North matchup, they're always hard hitting and close. Other than that, I honestly, I don't think I'll pick the Browns to win the game all year. I do not believe in the Browns. Deshaun last week was a fluke. Tennessee's defense isn't that good. Harbaugh is not going to let the Ravens. They already dropped a game they shouldn't have dropped. I don't think they should drop this one. Give me
no. Agreed.
Hey.
Moving on, we got Vikings at Panthers. I really don't know.
Really?
Really?
I mean, I don't know, because I think
really
just like Colin do this thing.
Is Bryce Young playing?
I don't know. Probably not. I mean, they already benched him once. Can't imagine he's going to play again.
Well, they
didn't bench him. He
got hurt. Oh, okay.
Oh no, he got.
I thought he got benched.
No,
I thought he got benched. I did not see that it was an
He's
injury.
listed as questionable right now.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Well, my thinking was because if Andy Dalton plays, and I think the Vikings fucking suck, I just think that maybe that game gets close enough that the Vikings drop it.
Sorry.
So anyway, the Vikings really fucking suck. I don't know if y'all have watched the Vikings, but Vikings are not going to win very many games this year, and this is on the road. If Andy Dalton plays, I mean, Andy Dalton's got the experience to, like, if they keep it a close game, maybe pull this win off. I really don't know. I think I might be leaning Vikings, but I would not be surprised if the Vikings drop this game.
I think the Vikings are gonna win, in all honesty. Whether Andy Dalton plays or Bryce Young, I don't see him losing 4 games in a row with how talented the offense is, just in general.
Do we know how Justin Jefferson is doing? Sorry to interrupt.
That's a good question.
It was a cramp.
Okay. So
he's not on the injury report
anyway.
It was literally he just walked off the field. They stretched it out and he was fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just don't see the Vikings dropping this game.
First off, lo and behold, even if Bryce doesn't play or not, doesn't really affect my decision. Bryce Young, he will turn out. He'll be a fine quarterback in the league. You know, he's just got to work. That team isn't that good. That defense is not that good. So he'll be fine. But if Bryce plays or not, the Vikings are finally going to get their own, which I kind of a little unrelated. I heard some rumors that the Jets. There were talks of Kirk going to the Jets, which would be insane if that happened. But in just going back to the game, I think that they have to do this if they ever want to have a future with Justin Jefferson. So I think the Vikings easily beat the Panthers, probably by about 14, maybe 17.
I think the Vikings are pretty damn good for an 0-3 team as far as that goes, which is not saying a lot. But Kirk's over 1,000 yards in 3 games. Justin Jefferson's over 500 yards in 3 games, something like that.
Like 500. He's unbelievable.
I think they have the sack leader, Daniil Hunter. I think has 5 sacks, which leads the NFL right now. So I think they have pieces to win games like these. I don't think they're going to win 1-score games like they did last year, but I think they're going to be decent enough to beat the Panthers pretty handily.
That's what we all think.
Honestly, all those 50-50 games that were one-score games, they've lost them this year. So
yeah, well, that was the thing. Last year they were 11-0, and then of course it's going to kind of reset to the average, and they're gonna, if they win 50% of those games, they're going to be like a 6-7 win team this year. It's just kind of how it goes.
It is crazy that we have spent the most amount of time discussing any of these matchups. It was fucking Vikings at Panthers.
Oh, just wait.
Matchup.
Just wait.
It's okay because
we got
matchup is going to take 2 seconds. So
yeah, we got Bengals at Titans.
This game's ugly. This game's worse than this game's worse than the Vikings.
Look bad. Bengals look bad. Bengals look a little bit better. I mean, they just beat the Rams. I think I might lean the Bengals. It is on the road though, so that's why I'm a little hesitant to pick them right away. But I think Bengals probably take this one.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are starting to click a little more. Jamar had an amazing game last week. I think it'll be a close game, but I'm gonna take the Bengals.
Someone needs to get Derrick Henry and Mike Vrabel out of Tennessee immediately because this team sucks. Because Mike Vrabel is a good coach to be wasting on this team, and Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry. I'm not going with the Texans. The Bengals are actually, starting to build something. Do I think it's going to be a blowout? No, but I do think the Bengals will win.
Well, it's a good thing they're not playing the Texans this week. They're playing the Titans, but
playing the Titans.
Oh, did I say Texans?
You said Texans.
They're starting to build something. I was like, they're actually not building anything. They're going in the other direction. Now this one kind of is really foreign to me. Because Mike Vrabel, you cannot count out Mike Vrabel. He's basically Dan Campbell with a quarter of the team. Like, he is not a bad coach. Derrick Henry's not a bad player. It's just the team around them has crumbled. On the road, it's kind of giving me that Chargers Titans vibe where everything points Bengals, but like the Titans are just a great team. I think they'll pull it out at home. I don't think Joe Burrow's all the way there yet. I think they're starting 1-3, and I think the Titans even out 2-2.
We're moving on.
You think that
Buccaneers at Saints. Thank you.
Is Derek Carr playing?
I don't know. I think regardless, I think the Saints win it. I don't think that Baker Mayfield is good enough.
Jesus.
I believe in the Saints defense a little bit more than I believe in the Buccaneers, even without Derek Carr.
Where's that?
Saints.
At Saints.
Okay.
New Orleans, Derek Carr has a sprained AC joint, I believe is what it was. So he's probably going to miss at least
week to week is what ESPN said yesterday.
I'm assuming he's missing at least this week.
He'll probably miss at least this week, if not for any other reason than being cautious. Because, I mean, I know it's a division.
You got to get up to date on these things. You're supposed to be Adam Schefter here in about 5 years. So
I don't know about that. I don't want to.
This is so hard because we're filming this on a fucking Wednesday night.
We're not Tuesday.
Well, now it's Wednesday morning.
I was saying technically it's Wednesday morning.
Either way, Tuesday night.
Good morning, guys.
We realistically have no idea if he's going to play until like late Thursday, early Friday. Like, that's when we kind of figure it out. So, like, we're kind of behind the 8 ball just when we record. But this one.
Behind the 8 ball.
Okay. Who's next?
I'm gonna go Bucks. I know Baker had a bad game, but I believe Donnie mentioned it was raining. It's against that Eagles team that's honestly just head to toe better than them. The Saints, I think they're a little bit more on par with. I do think the Saints defense is better than the Bucks, but I just think the offense is gonna lean a little bit more Bucks than it is Saints.
This game, it's not the greatest game on the lineup when you look at it, but the Bucks and the Saints always have that history of every year I'm always look forward to watching Marshawn Lattimore versus Mike Evans because holy crap, they literally hate each other, and every year they'll go at each other, and it's literally back and forth. One year Mike Evans will win, he'll destroy Marshawn Lattimore. Then the next year Marshawn Lattimore destroys Mike Evans, locks him up every single play. They've fought. I've literally seen a compilation of them fighting 5 times in 5 different games. Buccaneers Saints is always head to head. It sucks because the Saints actually aren't bad. I mean, they're not great, and they're not probably. I don't know about them making the playoffs this year, but they're just Derek Carr. Donnie's always said, like, and this is one thing I've agreed with Donnie on. Derek Carr did get a lot of hate for what he did. Like, this man was never that bad. Like, I think that Raiders team, just like the year that he almost went to the playoffs, he looked amazing, and then he got injured. But this game is going to be close. It's going to be button heads. It's going to be a great game to watch. But I am going to go with the Bucks here. I just think that Baker isn't. I just something about him. This might be an offense he actually fits into. Honestly, I think he just looks okay in this offense. I'm not sure who their OC is. I know Todd Bowles is their coach. But I think Baker just fits in this offense. I'm gonna take the Bucks on this one.
In New Orleans, if Derek Carr plays, I think this is a no doubt slam dunk Saints win. Also, not only because of Derek Carr, but nobody's mentioned yet, Alvin Kamara comes back this week, and he is going to, in theory, be the freshest player on the field.
I forgot
a
to
lot of
mention
rust.
that, but that's
a lot of
another
rust,
point.
though.
A lot of rust, but
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're
I
gonna.
don't
He's
know.
gonna get too much.
He's gonna play. He's probably gonna get like 10 touches. He's not gonna go crazy, but he's gonna play a bit. Let's assume he stayed in relative shape. Yeah, I'm going to go Bucks. If Derek Carr was healthy, I'm going Saints. But I think Baker, until he turns into a pumpkin and starts throwing all these interceptions that he's always been known to do. Last week he threw, I think, one, maybe two, but against a solid defense. Yeah, until he completely falls off the cliff, I'll ride with Baker.
Dolphins at Bills. I am a Dolphins believer, man. You don't just drop 70 points.
After that game.
What?
I was about to say, you
it's
say
kind of
that
hard not to be
I was about
after
to say-
70 apiece.
you
Like,
say that. You say that like it's like
this
the
man
most
said, for
wild
some
take.
reason,
Hey, I
for
don't know.
some
Maybe the
reason,
Broncos
I
are just
think
that
we're
bad.
kinda good.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
you say, but it's just the way you say it. It's like the most wildest take.
I don't
Like,
know.
I don't know.
Sometimes wild shit happens.
Call me
You
crazy.
know?
Hey, I think Tua's okay. I think Tyreek Hill's pretty good.
That
Guys-
Tua guy, we need
guys,
to
I
pay
don't
more
know.
attention to him.
Guys, I'm a huge Patrick Mahomes believer. I think he can be something special.
Guys, call me
All right,
crazy.
but you know what I
Travis
fucking
might
mean.
be
I think the Dolphins are gonna fucking roll the Bills. I mean, obviously, I don't think they're gonna put up 70 fucking points on them, but I mean, I think maybe not score wise, but I think statistically they're gonna kick their ass.
If they put up 70 points on the Bills, someone needs to check.
Could you
that.
imagine if they put up 70
Yeah.
points again? That'd be fucking wild. On the
What's
road
wrong?
this time too.
Yeah, and honestly, I think all of it. I mean,
Just hand him the MVP.
I know
If
he
they
says he
score
doesn't-
70 fucking points again, hand him the MVP.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
Mr.
go,
Dolphins believer.
I'm gonna go Dolphins. I think it'll be a shootout though, but I think the Bills are gonna start from behind and just keep slinging the rock, and eventually Josh Allen's is gonna throw. He's gonna throw a pick, maybe two, hopefully
Yeah.
3 for my bet, because I got that man leading the league in interceptions this year. So, but I think that's what's gonna happen. The Dolphins are gonna get a decent lead, and the Bills are just gonna be fighting from behind the whole time.
I mean, I am a Dolphins believer. I just think that they're that good.
I'm never gonna get any. I'm never gonna live that down.
I think they might be good. I honestly, something tells me I want to go with the Bills upset here. I know it's like, dang, the Dolphins are definitely the better team, but obviously we've been seeing so many upsets, and something tells me, is it in Miami or is it in Buffalo?
It's
Bills are
Buffalo.
actually the favorite right now.
I think
favorites.
That's wild.
it's just because it's probably in Buffalo, but
Vegas gets the home team 3 points every time. So it's
You
basically
know
a
what?
pick 'em in
I'm
the-
just gonna go with. I'm gonna be the odd man out. I know it's not the greatest pick, but I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna pick Buffalo.
I mean, I see where you're coming from. I mean,
It's not like
the
it's not like I'm picking the Cardinals over the Cowboys. They're both great teams. They're both top 5 teams in the AFC.
Yeah.
Like
I love that you say that, but I mean, like, clearly you would have been a fucking genius. But but anyway, like I see your point. Like, if there's any week for them to slip up and like lose a game they shouldn't, it would be this week.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm coming off a fucking 50-point win where I dropped 70 fucking points, I think I'm hot shit, and I wouldn't really. I would roll in confidently, and that's exactly how you go get smacked. So,
Plus, we're remembering.
Donnie.
Okay,
Yeah. I think this is definitely a game the Dolphins get up early, and then we just watch Josh Allen kind of whether he makes mistakes early and often, whatever you want to think. I think he will make a mistake. I think it's going to be relatively close. but like Josh Allen will just do them in by Josh Allening up the game. And then the Dolphins, I don't know if you guys saw this, actually have a wide receiver who's pretty good. His name's Tyreek Hill. It makes me kind of believe in him. So yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins.
Okay. We got Broncos at Bears. This is fucking gross.
Can we skip this one?
This is gonna be the game of the
Can we
week.
just not talk about this game?
So it would have been hilarious if they made this America's Game of the Week.
Oh.
But you know who I don't believe in is the fucking Chicago Bears. I know that the Broncos just got fucking murdered by the Dolphins, but the Bears are a whole level of ass.
They're just running recent plays on Madden.
Exactly.
They're running the same play 4 times in a row, expecting different outcomes.
Yeah,
worst offensive coordinator in football.
Yeah, so I think the Broncos probably win a close game. It's going to be a gross game, but I think the Broncos win this one.
Yeah, this is the game Russ is gonna cook. He is gonna be
I hope so.
Unlimited
Broncos country,
again.
Let's ride.
And we're going to ride with Russ. We're going to ride with the Broncos. Let's ride.
Namath could cook in this game. It's their head coach is Sean Payton. And the Bears offense coordinator is, I'm pretty sure, I don't think they have an offensive coordinator after the plays they've been running. So
yeah, have an offensive coordinator.
No, they really shouldn't. He should be fired. I still think
they
honestly
also don't have a defensive coordinator right now.
Everyone sits here like, yes, both of these teams are 0-3, but people sit here and like, bro, this is gonna be the worst game of all time. Both teams are bad, but both teams also have very good chances of being electric. I mean, when Justin Fields,
that's the thing is when you get two bad football teams together, especially two not so great defenses,
it's just like
a lot of the times people stumble into fucking huge plays.
Yeah, it's like people like are just doubt like both these teams can be electric. When Justin Fields gets moving, he can go, and then like DJ Moore's electric. And then like on the Broncos, there's so many electric players on that team too. So this is gonna be a decent game in my opinion. But Sean Payton, Russell Wilson, give me the Broncos.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about this game a whole lot. This kind of shows the level of 0-3 teams. Is like the Vikings are in every game, and then you get these guys who are fucking both have been shell shocked by every team they played against. The only thing I'll say is not going to get into it, but my Justin Fields criticism. I feel like the Bears with Justin Fields right now are the only team in football history that would have the Broncos, who just got fucking 70-pieced, are coming into Chicago as favorites to win after letting up 70 fucking points. That is
that says a lot about how bad the fucking Bears are.
Insane. 3.5-point favorites, Denver.
Yeah, but that's on the Bears. That's not all on Justin Fields.
I think it speaks to how terrible that offense is and how bad he's playing.
You kind of said that there's now there's 52 other people on the roster.
Yeah.
Yes, he is objectively playing.
And their offensive coordinator might be a crayon. Like I'm just
their offensive coordinator is not. But
he's pretty bad. Bro ran 3 screen passes in a row. Bro at the 4-yard line. Their 4-yard line. This man ran 3 screen passes in a row. You don't think if it didn't work the first
if that was Matt Canada, or it was like, what would you say then?
Oh yeah, bro. It would.
This is the thing. Matt Canada doesn't do 3 straight screenplays. What he'll do is jet motion, inside handoff, jet motion.
Did he not just win the football game?
So you named 3 different plays, 3 plays in a row that were
the same thing.
Did he not just win Sunday Night Football?
Yes. Matt Canada does fucking wide receiver screen, inside zone, jet sweep.
Okay,
Donnie, did you give us your pick?
I know Matt
3 plays.
I know Matt Canada isn't like the greatest and everything, but that last play on Sunday Night Football to seal the game, that little out route, Allen Robinson, Kenny Pickett, that was a beautiful play design. So Matt Canada is not all. I mean, he's bad, but he ain't all that bad.
He's not good. He is objectively
not good.
But
are we at the
so Donnie, you're picking the Bears. No, we're not.
Oh my god.
We still have 2 fucking 1 o'clock games because y'all want to fucking talk about
all right.
Anyway, Broncos win outright. by more.
Donnie says, I don't want to get into this one too much, and then proceeds to talk for
These
3
fucking
minutes.
guy started it. All I said was Fields
How
played
old are you?
so
Five?
You took a shot at Justin Fields for no reason.
Yes. All I
No,
said
he
is
did.
I don't want to get into the Justin Fields talk.
How
I think
old are
Justin
you?
Fields is
5?
so
Well,
bad.
I don't want to
guy
get into the
just
Justin Fields
started
talk,
it.
and then
I'm gonna
proceeded to
shit on
get into
Justin
the Justin
Fields.
Fields.
I made one Justin Fields point. and you
Anyway,
guys,
Commanders and
they
Eagles.
suck.
Eagles, no question. Dallas, what say you?
Eagles. Move on.
Eagles.
Relatively close Eagles though.
You could have just said Eagles.
What the fuck? Oh,
Fuck off, Marshall. Steelers at Texans. Give me Steelers.
Oh,
Texans.
geez. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Please. All right, let me just stop right here. All right, I know I'm wearing the Steelers jersey, but it's just George Pickens, and he is goated. But besides that, as long as Kenny Pickett is the starting quarterback on the Pittsburgh Steelers, I will not be picking the Pittsburgh Steelers because they are bad, and he is bad. Moreau had his first multi-touchdown game after probably 16 games. But also, besides the point, CJ Stroud actually looks pretty good. He's pretty sure he's the top 10 fantasy QB right now. No interceptions, a really good passer rating. He's actually looking very good on a bad Texans team. Like that Texans team is bad. So I have a little faith in CJ Stroud, and I'm actually starting to see CJ Stroud come into his own, and I think he looks pretty good. So I am taking the Texans here. Where is it though? Just curious.
In
Houston.
Yeah, I'm taking the Texans easily.
Yeah, I think this is Stroud's first test. In the last 3 weeks, he's faced the Ravens in Baltimore, the Colts at home, and the Jags away. So this is the first like really good defense he's
Those are all solid defenses, though.
They're okay. The Colts is okay. The Ravens isn't super good, but it's decent. The Jags is like okay, but I mean they were blowing them out, so it's kind of hard to judge. I would say this is the first like top 10 quality defense they've played though, and TJ Watt's obviously the best pass rusher they've seen. So I think this is going to go a lot in showing how actual Stroud has been. Like he's been okay stat wise, but this is going to be his first real test. Yeah, Steelers by 2 touchdowns though. There's no way. There's no
the defense scoring all the touchdowns. What are we doing?
Did they take?
Probably.
Did they take out? Did they take out Kenny Pickett? I mean, I'm confused because if Kenny Pickett's in the game, they ain't winning.
All right.
They're going to be a worse Texans. Come
on. Raiders at Chargers. Give me Chargers.
Chargers.
Interesting. Give me where's it at? The Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah, give me.
Why I said Raiders at Chargers.
Sorry, I just kind of listen. I don't really listen to that, but
Devontae might go for like 250 again, but yeah, give me the Chargers.
All right, Cardinals at Niners. Give me the Niners.
I'm gonna pull a Donnie line. Niners by 39.5.
Yeah,
because
give me Niners by 86.5.
Spread on this is 14, which is kind of wild, but I mean, it makes sense, I guess. I think the Cardinals probably keep it a little bit closer, just like that Dallas game, but yeah.
All right, Patriots at Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys. We them boys.
Yeah, the Cowboys got to get this dub back. Like after that Cardinals loss,
I think that was a fluke.
I think it was. Fluke. So I think that was their wake up call. So I'm gonna go Cowboys.
I am going to take the Patriots here. I know that's a crazy take, but
it's not crazy.
It's I don't know. It's Bill Belichick, so nothing can be crazy with Bill Belichick's coach. But I don't know why. I mean, the Patriots don't look terrible, and their defense is good as well. I'm going to take the Patriots here.
I don't think it's crazy. Any game that Bill's going in, as long as he's that coach, they're in every single football game, no matter who they're playing. Yeah, the Cowboys tend to drop like games they should not lose. Like last week, this feels like another game they should not lose. That makes me kind of feel like the Patriots might win. But I'll go Cowboys eking it out at home, 3 points.
And it's not like I hate the Cowboys. I don't have anything against the Cowboys. I'm actually like I feel like they will succeed very well this year. Dak looks good, and that entire team looks good. It's just something I don't know why. I just have a feeling that the Patriots are going to go in. It's going to be a great game and come down to the last second. And now we're going to be going into week 5 talking about the Cowboys being 2-2. But so I got Pats.
I think the Cowboys come out and dominate. We know they're for real. They come out and it's close. It's the same old Cowboys. They're going to play down.
Definitely doesn't help that Trayvon Diggs is obviously out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
That's huge for them.
That is. Sunday Night Football, we got Chiefs at Jets. Chiefs, easy dubs.
Man, even with Aaron Rodgers, I'm taking the fucking Chiefs. Like,
Aaron Rodgers is actually going to amputate his leg, and he is going to bring out a robotic leg, and then the Chiefs will still win.
Yeah, I've never seen a game more affected by one injury than this game. Like, holy shit, this would have been a really good game.
It
probably would have been.
It's gonna be a good game.
A solid game.
It's gonna be a good game either way, just because the Jets defense is the Jets defense. So like that defense is going to be.
I think they'll keep.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a Bears Chiefs game. It's not gonna be.
I think it's a game for about 3/4, and then the Chiefs pull away in the fourth.
Yeah.
My score prediction for this game, I'm saying give it. I'm gonna say 27 to 10 or 27-14. I'll go.
Yeah, I think you guys are giving that defense a little bit too much credit. Remember last year when the Jets were great,
top 5,
and then down the stretch, but this is like down the stretch, they just started like losing games they shouldn't lose. Just
it's
because
week 4.
Listen, my fucking
We're
point.
in prime Jets defense territory right now.
Literally.
My only point is like a great defense with a bad quarterback. Slowly, the defense starts slowly giving up once they realize there's no fucking hope because. Like the offense can't score 7 points, so even if they play great, it's whatever. I think the Jets are teetering on that point of just fuck it. Like we have Zach Wilson, we're not winning anything. I think the Chiefs are gonna fucking roll them. I think not 39.5.
It's not what they did last year.
It's gonna be
what week do you think they pick up a quarterback out of free agency or because if Zach Wilson's playing the way he's playing, he's got to get replaced at some point, right?
And you say that like the Jets defense like just
you see him get tackled by the air the other day.
Someone said that was Manti Te'o's girlfriend that got that sack.
Marshall, to that point, the Jets only allowed 15 points last week. Yes, it was against a New England offense that isn't insane, but you allow 15 points, you should win fucking 80% of games in the NFL. But like once you have a quarterback that's just ass and you know it, and there was so much expectations coming into the year, they have to be fucking crushed. And Zach playing worse week after week after week, you know it's fucking.
But they had to deal with Zach last year too, and their defense was electric. They
played like shit because they gave up.
They were the second best defense in the league last year, and they actually got better. So I don't think they're gonna deteriorate that much.
Either way, it's against the fucking Chiefs. They're gonna get rolled.
I don't think the Chiefs are
for bedtime.
I don't think the Chiefs are putting up like 40 like they did against the Bears. We're talking about the Bears where they put up 40, and then we're talking about the Jets. Like,
all right, we're fucking moving on.
Monday Night Football. Colin, this is actually like
down. Oh my god.
Yeah, Colin. Like seriously, this isn't just arguing. This is an actual debate. But anyways, I do think the Chiefs are going to win by a lot. But also, when you think Mahomes put up 40 against the Bears. What is the Bears? And then they played the Jets defense. I'm saying they almost probably puts up 30, and the Jets aren't going to do a shit on offense, but it isn't going to be a steamroll. And plus, I mean, I don't know. This is the first game where Travis Kelce will be playing as Taylor Swift, and I don't know if she'll be in the house again. I guess that also affects my decision.
Official yet.
That also affects my. Where's it? It's at New York, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe she'll just go all the way to New York.
Turns out now she's dating Aaron Rodgers and is going to be a Jets fan.
But
no, I think it's going to be like a 30 to 10, 30, 35 to 10. I would consider that a roll because it's going to be over by the same.
Back to this one, the Jets win.
We will. Don't you worry.
Shit, we only have one Monday night game this week.
Right? Yeah, there's only one Monday night game this week.
Well,
Seahawks at Giants. I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't noticed anybody with a bye this week.
Week 4. Did bye week start this week or next
week? Bye week start next week. The Chargers. 12, 14, Chargers are one of the first.
I would say we got 16 games this week.
16 teams.
Yeah, shut up.
A lot of bye weeks.
So anyway, Seahawks at Giants. I know the Giants have kind of come out flat. Their one win was that huge comeback win against Arizona, where it looked like they were bound for an 0-16 season before that. But I don't know. I still kind of like the Giants. I think they've played some tough teams so far this year, and kind of had to find their confidence in week 2 against the Cardinals. I think I'm going to take the Giants this week.
I I want to lean Giants, but I can't. I gotta go the Seahawks. As much as I hate the Seahawks, I think Kenneth Walker is gonna have a big game. I think Geno's gonna do what Geno does and two touchdowns, no picks, maybe one. I just think the Seahawks will win by like 3-7.
Give me Seahawks, no question.
This one's honestly tough. In New York, I really just don't like having dogs.
Man, they're gonna have to get MetLife ready quick. I just realized they got back-to-back primetime games in MetLife.
All they have to do is repaint the middle logo. And that's probably
And
not
in the end zones.
In the end zones.
I didn't think about the end zones. I think their end zones are kind of basic though. But either way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one's green, one's blue, so
I don't think I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be a really, really good game. Saquon, I believe, is still out. Honestly, I feel like the Giants are gonna win this one. I don't really know why they shouldn't, but I just kind of feel like they will.
All right, it is trivia time with Dallas. Dallas, take it away.
If I hear a single thing about Taylor Swift, I'm leaving this guy.
I cannot wait. Give me the T Swift.
I have my hand on
it. We all saw Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift was the news of the weekend. We're gonna name
all of
every celebrity girlfriend of NFL players across the league.
How many touchdowns have all of her boyfriends scored in high school football?
So I do have two trivias we could do. One is Taylor Swift related.
Oh, let's fucking go. Let's do the Taylor Swift. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up.
Marshall's leaving.
Fuck him.
That's fine. Marshall can leave. This is good. This one, honestly, the Taylor Swift one might be pretty easy to a point. But let me get into character real quick. It is trivia time here on the Fourth and Wrong podcast. Today's biggest news in the NFL: Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are an item. What kind of item are they? We don't know. But Taylor Swift was in the press box with Mama Kelce, watching Trav crank that Soldier Boy in the end zone, and was going bonkers. But in tribute to that, the trivia today: Taylor Swift has a couple albums out. Every year she has an album drop, a team wins the Super Bowl. That's how it works. So I'm going to give you...
You mean every year there's a Super Bowl winner? That's crazy.
Yes.
What? A team wins the Super Bowl?
So today... Crazy, I know. But today's trivia, I'm going to give you the Taylor Swift album and the year. You're going to tell me who won the Super Bowl that year. It's just plain and simple.
Let's go.
It's simple trivia this year. Simple trivia.
Pretty easy.
So the first studio album Taylor Swift released was a self-titled album, Taylor Swift, in 2006. Who won the Super Bowl in 2006?
Oh shit.
That
wasn't Steelers, was it?
It was the Steelers.
It was the Steelers. What? I couldn't remember if that was 2005
Are we
or
going in
2006.
order because I was about to fucking say the Steelers? Are we doing first come, first serve?
Marshall's still gone. Marshall's
at this
not
rate,
interested.
first come, first serve. I don't have an issue with that.
How's Marshall gonna know when we're back?
Oh, he won't. He won't. The next studio album was titled Fearless, released in 2008. Who won the Super Bowl in 2008?
That would be the fucking... Oh my God.
Well, Giants Patriots was 2007. Are we going with the calendar year that they won the Super Bowl or the season year?
They have it as the
Giants beat the Patriots.
The Giants did.
Oh, it was
Patriots.
the Giants
Thank you,
Patriots.
Oh, get the fuck out
So then we're going calendar
You're
year.
gonna get involved. Fuck you. Get out of here. Fucking Swift hater.
So we're going calendar year then, because it was the 2007 season then.
Fucking punk ass motherfucker. Get out of here, Marshall. Fuck you.
Taylor Swift's third album, Speak Now, released in 2010. Who won the Super Bowl?
The Saints.
Yeah, I was gonna say Saints.
The Saints did win the Super Bowl. Donnie is giving up. He hasn't gotten.
Oh, what the fuck? Ain't no way.
We gotta use the raise hand feature.
Time.
Everyone, raise your hand, and we'll go. We'll go off of who raises their hand first.
Yeah. her next studio album titled Red, released in 2012. Marshall.
Giants.
Hey, no way we're gonna let's use the raise our hand. Hey, it was the Giants, by the way.
No, good, because this man fucking Marshall Dallas says her next studio album. Marshall had his fucking
I
hand
know.
up.
Yep.
To be
So
fair,
had
I
to
knew
swoop in.
that's the only album I know is Red, so I knew what year he was talking about.
That's the only album you know.
I don't.
I'm gonna get none of these. You
I
guys
mean, I
have.
don't listen to Taylor Swift, and I know the other album.
I was the most excited for this fucking trivia, and you guys
You
fucking.
haven't gotten a single one. That fucking
I
sucks.
haven't even got to speak.
Man, this man sucks at trivia.
Should
her
speak
next
now.
her next studio album is titled 1989, released in 2014. Who won the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Seahawks.
It was the Seattle Seahawks.
Thank
That
you.
is correct.
Fuck you. I
On
got
the board.
one.
Congratulations.
About time.
The one thing Taylor Swift has is the name of this next album, A Reputation. That album released in 2017. Who won that
Patriots.
Super Bowl? It was the Patriots. It was the Patriots.
This is the fastest trivia question we've had.
I tried to. I gotta make it a little bit easier for you. You guys have been struggling the last couple of episodes. I know.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Honestly,
but the fans know that they're a lover of trivia. That is her next studio album, Lover, released in 2019. Who won the
Patriots.
Super Bowl? The Patriots in 2019 won the Super Bowl.
Shut up, Mark.
She did release 2 albums the following year in 2020, Folklore and Evermore. Who won the Super Bowl in 2020? The Chiefs won the Super Bowl in 2020. This man Toddy is in shambles.
So fucking stupid.
And then
if she uploaded some the next 3 years, it'd be the Bucks, then the Rams, and then the Chiefs.
Her latest album that aren't the Taylor's versions, I'm not counting those.
Yeah, no.
Was Midnights, released in 2022.
So that'd be the Rams.
Yeah, that'd be Rams. There you go.
You said
Steve, I had a good fucking shot. Fuck you. I got Rams.
There we go. That's the first.
Donnie got one.
What do we think, boys?
I got the only one that counted.
That was a good
You
one.
didn't even get that one.
I like the creativity of that one, Dallas. That was good.
I thought that was pretty funny.
That was a fun question.
Moving on.
Now we're going to the real trivia. This is going to be rattling some brains here. You guys are going to sit here for an hour more and only get 3 of these right.
Dinner.
It was with any of these.
Dinner at 1 a.m. What are we doing? Oh boy, 3 a.m.
I'm on East Coast time. Or no, I'm on West Coast time.
I say East Coast time. You are on East Coast time. You're right.
I'm on West Coast time.
West Coast motherfuckers ate dinner 3 hours ago at 8 o'clock.
8 hours.
So the Miami Dolphins did something historical, dropping 70 points against the Broncos. That made them tied for the second most points in a single game by one team. We're going to go through the top 15 teams and how many points they've gotten. So I'm just going to have you guys go ahead, Donnie.
Go first.
Donnie, I will not grant that request. Sorry.
These motherfuckers.
Donnie, you could go first. Donnie, you could go first. You're basically just gonna guess a team and the point amount. If the point amount's wrong, I'll just correct it. But the main thing is guessing the teams who have scored the highest amount of points.
Like, do you want like the year specific?
You'll never get the years. I'll tell you that right now.
I was about to say.
But I'm doing the top 15 because there's a couple repeats.
I'd like to go first.
I'm going first. Number 1 is 73 by the Chicago Bears in 1940 against the Reds.
No,
that is wrong.
That is wrong.
That is wrong.
It's like in the 60s by the Redskins.
It is the Redskins. They scored 72. So if the Dolphins kicked the field goal, they would have broke the record. But
we're
the
so
Reds,
confident and wanted to go first, and you got it wrong.
Yeah,
that's
because
crazy.
I fucking
You got the
literally just
team wrong. You
put
got the
team.
point
It
total
was the
wrong.
fucking Redskins versus the Bears. Fuck you guys. You're so fucking
It was also not against the Bears, but I digress. It was against the New York Giants in 1966.
Damn,
The
that's
final
crazy.
score was 72-41.
This man's in shambles.
Obviously, the Dolphins are tied for number 2, but there is another.
I think I know the
scored
second one
70.
just because I heard someone say it. I think it's the Rams.
It is the Rams. They have the 3rd and 4th slot here. They scored 70 against the Baltimore Colts, and then 65 against the fucking Lions. What are we doing?
Nice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Both in the same year, 1950.
In the 50s too. That's crazy. That's when the Lions were good.
That's when the Lions were good. So that tells
I
you how the
know.
Rams were doing.
that game.
What?
You said what?
That fucking game.
Mr. Robot over there?
So we have the top 4. We're basically looking through 5 through 15.
Giants.
The Giants, they are there at number, what is that? At number 12. They scored 62 points in a game against the Philadelphia Eagles in 1972.
I feel like there was a year that the Patriots scored a shit ton under Brady.
Probably a couple of years.
Is that a guess, Colin?
Yeah, because I remember there being a wild score. I think it was against either the Titans or the Bills. They just like wiped the floor with them. But maybe it doesn't crack. Maybe it was only like a 50 burger and I'm just crazy.
It was a good guess. The Patriots are not in the top 15. They did score 59 points though.
Yeah, see?
That's
damn.
a good guess.
They got to be like right outside the top 15 then.
I know.
Yeah.
I know the Saints scored like 60 something points and not too long ago, probably 10 years ago, something like that.
Yes, the Saints scored 62 points against the Indianapolis Colts in 2011.
Wow.
Damn. Wild.
Could you imagine like your Super Bowl revenge game? You're like, we're gonna steal this one, we're gonna get revenge, and then you have 62 points dropped on your head. I would retire from football.
62 to 7, by the way. That's crazy.
Damn.
Sure. All right. I'm gonna just start rattling them off because no one else has the balls to do it. Give me the Steelers.
The Steelers scored 63 points in 1952 against the Giants. 63 to 7. What a blowout.
Give me the is there a team that doesn't exist on there anymore?
Yes, there is actually.
Is it like I don't know.
Do they exist in another city at this point?
It's an Akron city, isn't it?
I'm gonna give Colin the yes question to your question, and then Marshall, I'm gonna give you the correct answer. The Akron Pros in 1922 scored 62 points.
You could have got that, Donnie.
They won 62 to 0.
I was about to say, isn't there another team that won 60?
Like,
I know.
What's your mascot? Oh, we just are professionals.
Yeah.
I know there was
Well, that's the Philadelphia Phillies.
I know
Philly is a person from Philadelphia. They're the Philadelphia Philadelphias.
I know there was a team called the because it's named after a gun. It's a Rock Island Independence or whatever. But I don't think they're on there.
That was a good guess, Marshall. They're just outside the 15. They scored 60.
Damn, so the benchmark is at least 60.
People really had to go to war and then would lose 60 to 0. Like, how just demoralizing. Bro just got back from Korea and then just got absolutely mollywopped by old Patrick.
That's not the timeline. That's not the correct timeline. But...
Yeah, close enough. They're probably somewhere near Korea.
No. 1922.
Oh, so it was after World War I. So they would have been getting back from France.
The Cowboys are not on this list.
Steelers, Cardinals.
You did say
the Steelers.
Already said the Steelers.
Oilers.
I'm gonna go back to Marshall. The Chicago Cardinals are on this list.
That's why you said no.
How many more are on this list?
We have 4 teams left to guess. I will say the Chicago Cardinals. Shut up, Marshall. The Chicago Cardinals scored 65 in 1949 and then doubled up again with 63 in 1948.
Donnie, sit up. I can't see you.
Donnie, do we got a guess over
Daddy,
there?
can we get a guess?
All the teams at this point, I'm guessing, do not exist anymore.
All the teams that are left currently exist.
The Bengals.
The Bengals do not make the list, just barely. Number
Giants.
16. The Giants do make the list. They beat the Philadelphia Eagles 62-10.
Go Birds.
In 1972.
Maybe the Chargers.
Chargers do not make the list.
Colin, you pissed me off. Colin, you pissed me off.
I don't think anybody else.
This man said, "Give me the Giants," and Dale's like, "Yep, the Giants versus beat the Eagles," and this man quietly went, "Go Birds."
Go Birds.
Like, why just the Giants? Go Birds. Like they wasn't even the team that you guessed. All right, Dallas, we give up.
Did you guys guess the Philadelphia Eagles? I don't remember.
No.
Okay. I might have.
They won.
I know Donnie didn't.
They won a game 64-0 in 1934.
Oh, that explains it.
Yep. The last 2 teams you guys could not guess. The Cleveland Browns won 2 games, and they had 62 points in both games. 1953, 1954.
Jim Brown was that guy.
Jim Brown was that guy. He finds a way to return in trivia.
Somehow. We were promised to know Jim Brown.
That's true. You brought him up. You
think Billy Cannon played on one of these teams? Let me check. Hold on.
He might have.
I was literally looking into that right now.
But Billy Cannon scored like 8 touchdowns in one of these 62-point games.
But
he played for the Oilers, and the Oilers weren't one of the teams.
No, they weren't on that team.
He played for all 3 teams that weren't on here. Thank freaking goodness.
But the last team that honestly kind of shocker, the Atlanta Falcons scored 62 points in 1973 against the Saints.
This man Billy Cannon has his number retired at LSU.
As he should.
Well, because he was their only Heisman winner until Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. So, like, if he's the only thing your school has produced.
So, unretire that jersey.
Nah.
How do I leave a review?
Billy motherfucking Cannon.
Let me leave a review.
But that's it for trivia. I thought trivia was good.
Not too bad this week. Yeah, no, this
was actually pretty good. I think me and Colin did pretty good.
Some of us not so much.
It was a little lopsided in correct answers.
Very biasly worse trivia.
Well, get good, kid. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Fourth and Wrong podcast.